Welcome, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm your key, and this is our doorway. We passed the doorway. We are now in the Akashic Records Library. So let's see, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising are masculine and feminine energies that are taking on Capricorn. Which is all about company, corporations, and definitely very well known in how to calculate. So, your heart is in Capricorn. So, let's get this. There you go. You're in your own house, Capricorn. So you're taking on your heart's desire by action. So you're looking physically. What is responsibility? What is success? What physically becomes a profession, but becomes a person of power and status. So let me read that one more time more clearly. By action, you're more responsibly, success, become a person of power and status. So that could be on your mind right now in the month of July. How to take action in becoming a person of power and status. Your present gift to you is trees. So you're definitely going to be standing tall in this journey when it comes to becoming a person of power. I also pick up trees like finances, money. So your finances are going to be more stable, more put together. You'll be able to tally up ways to translate whatever you're doing into capital gain. Most importantly, spending more times around trees. You might get this aha moment when you spend time around trees, going outside, hugging a tree if possible. If that's too much for you, just sitting under a tree. Having your body lean on a tree is like becoming one with it, with this other entity that has energy as well. So, let's get into your energy, Capricorns. So, your energy is definitely starting you off as the fire sign, but you're mixing fire with your element of water, Capricorns. Your dual sign or your opposite sign of who you are is Cancer. So you have Cancer right alongside you when it comes to how you want to build your foundation. And you have figured out what are the pillars that you want to have around you to make your powerhouse. If you were expecting the worst, or if people around you were telling you what you're building will not be concrete, know that it will in your way. Not in anybody else's way, but in your way, Capricorns. When people are down and out for the count, you're always there to see things through. So whatever you're about to do, know that you have the energy, you have the necessity to make things happen. And you're becoming a dreamer. You know that you could walk in the next dimension, or now you're walking into the fifth dimension, where anything is possible. And you're daring yourself to do the things that you know gives you that fiery energy, yes, but gives you that, again, your third eye, your mind's eye, Capricorn, would be open on what not to give up on, and what to stand your ground in. And definitely protect the things that you are creating. Because whatever you're creating right now, will give you that opportunity to emotionally express yourself. Like, went from the 4 to the Ace of Water. So whatever this opportunity is definitely going to help not just your emotions, but it's going to allow you to see that your emotional strength is needed just like your passion. Capricorns, you're earth sign, so you know how to make things, yes, definitely concrete. And in order for you to make things concrete, you had to notice that it took your passion to make that element, and it took water to make it more fluid and liquid. So that way when it hardens up, it is definitely solid. So you see now, Capricorns, that even when you're concrete on knowing what to do and how to navigate, you still need your intuition, which is your water side of who you are, to help you to understand the inside orders of things, or the inside of what you do want to build. So you have balance, and with that balance, you're going to get the justice that you need. Maybe balance at times were unequal, like you knew when to give your emotions or your intuitions, and then you knew when to pull it back. Or at times it could have felt like using your intuitions could be too much. That's too changeable for you because you are earth sign, but our earth element's dual energy is water. So figuring out how to balance your intuitions, how to balance what you feel is necessary to do, will give you that justice. And maybe that's something that you do need the opportunity to practice. Here it is again, you're the Knight of Fire. So you have a lot of fire in you, but you also have some water. So you're becoming dedicated to your passions and to what you want to do. And for that, a sudden event that needs your immediate attention will be right in front of you. What is that immediate attention? Let's see. That will explain why being a person of power would make sense, because now you're starting to experience situations or circumstances in your life, Capricorns, that will allow you to practice what you have learned about your emotions. Like maybe if you were hesitant on your emotions, you're now starting to rely on them and not forfeit or feel like it's this a guess. Because our intuitions are not guesses. It's usually our gut instincts that are truly the right answers. It's just that we don't have outside elements to really direct that answer to make us feel assured that what we're feeling could be accurate. It's like you, in a way, you gotta have faith in your intuition. Even if you're a spiritual person or not spiritual person, religious person or not religious person, no matter what, to even believe in yourself, Capricorns, you would have to have courage and faith that who you are as a character, who you are as a person, does count. So you could be exploring, again, the 10. You got the number 10 again. So how you can get your power is by the 10 of air. Seeing that anything that caused you to have troubles or made you feel like things were taking a back seat is not going to be like that anymore. The only reason why at moments we might have things taken away from us or taken, like you step back on a situation or you didn't have the opportunity to jump on something, is because maybe it was not the right time, or again, we are in retrograde, so timing is interesting, especially when it comes to communication. Retrograde causes us to always rewind, rewrite, or redo something that we have probably done before. It's like writing a term paper. When you write a term paper the first time around, it seems clear. Yes, it's like a term paper, right? So you write your term paper, and then you write the first time around based on your thoughts and the topic itself. And once you go back to read it, it sounds good, but not the way that you would see fit. Now you want to add some quotes. Now you want to add other people that have that same profession to add on to what you have as that theory to make your term paper successful. So any communication that you had with anybody, you're seeing now that you want it to be more, why do I feel abrasive, but more put together. If it's abrasive, it could be because the other 9 people that are around you that you might have to let go or give them some room to their own adventure, and to have you and another person take on this task. If this is just you, Capricorn, you're seeing that you are combining your yin and yang to who you are, your light and your shadow side of who you are. And the shadow is not a negative thing. The shadow is a thing that sometimes a part of us, a part of our personality that we may suppress, tuck away. You're bringing that to the forefront to have it work for you and not against you. Because we need our light of who we are, and we also need our shadow side. Else we'd just have sunlight and not dark or not night. So we need both, and that's what you're starting to see, that to get out of this entrapment or this conflict with others, you're seeing that you will have to either do a process of elimination. I don't know why I'm getting musical chairs. Like, playing musical chairs is fun at the beginning. Yet the object of the game is to eliminate people to get one person to become the victor. Even if you have another person, Capricorn, knowing the track that you and another person on, what kind of life is a game at times, right? But knowing what kind of game that you're playing will allow whoever's in your atmosphere to play along with you and not feel like they're your opponent all the time. So playing basketball, that requires a team. Now if you're not playing a team and you're just playing 21, then they could expect them to compete with you. Or if you're playing volleyball, if they're on your team, then they could expect to take on the load if it comes to scoring for a point. If they were playing soccer with you, you know that you can have this person alongside you to get the goal, to get those points. It's like the game, the physical game that we play in life kind of tells us what kind of cooperation or teamwork that we should have. So life is a game, Capricorns. You're just figuring out what kind of game do you want to play when it comes to particular people. Do you want to play chess with people? Do you want to play basketball with them? Do you want to play, because each game will tell you what kind of rules that they could be expecting. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. So we have the 10 of air. You're coming in as also the page of fire. So you're seeing that you are that person that knows how to please, that knows how to put together things that are firm and concrete. You're a great manifester in the month of July. You're tying in as a person of passion everything that not only unifies you, but unifies others universally. Like, what are the universal notions that we all live by that you can use to your advantage? Like, everybody has to deal with change, right? in some way, shape, or fashion. What are their energies like when they adapt to change? You might be tapping into your Leo side of who you are, to not only lead that way, but to learn the lessons and when, Capricorns, did you have to use your energy when it came to change? Like, how did you make changes in your environment? How did you use principles from your childhood or as a young adult or adult to shape the way you are seen in the world? These are things that you're re-looking at or could be re-looking at. Why? Because you're going to have some situations that are going to challenge the things that you have changed into, the things that you changed, and what you're standing up for now. So now you're standing up for not just yourself, but what you do want when it comes to you or another person. And it may be 6 other people that may not agree to what you're starting or what you are strategizing to make happen. And that's okay, because it feels like this is not the first or the last time people challenge you, Capricorns, on what you want to stand for, what you want to start. So you're starting to know the synchronicities. Are you starting to know the sequence of events and why people come up to you trying to stop who you are or what you want to do? You're starting to see a pattern. Like when a person tries to push you away from what you're doing, then that means you're getting closer, not further. Because when we're not doing anything, Capricorns, you notice how that's when no one bothers you or no one bothers a person. When a person is doing something that completely takes their breath away, that's when people will come. And maybe that's the whole point. Sometimes we have to be challenged to know, is what we want truly it, or is it just something temporary? So we're going to find out, what is the 7 of Fire about? So this person can be in a Queen of Fire. So they could be Aries, which is all about their actions. They could be a Leo, which is they like to show that they're lead in a lot of things. Or they're very, very lovely when it comes to how they look at things or even their language. Or you could be dealing with Sagittarius, which is definitely a starter too. So you can be looking at someone that has this quality because you're coming in as the 4 of Fire. So you already have your structure. Maybe you're getting, it's another person that is exuding the energy that you're taking on right now as well, Capricorns, and they are the Queen of Fire. So this person does come off very confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. But most importantly, they have that courage that you could be tapping into or learning from to make your foundation a lot firmer in life. Okay? If you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. This person is coming in as the Queen of Fire for you. They also have the 4, like the 4 of Fire like you have, they have the 4 of Earth. So this can be another Earth sign like you, Capricorns, where there could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. And they're seeing how to balance their finances. Because whenever we build something, it's not just the materials that we need also. And well, how do we get the materials? We need the finances to get the materials. Some materials you could get on your own if you naturally possess them around you. But some require you to have some finances to back up what you're creating. So just like you, it's like a mirror image. So you could be dealing with a soulmate, Capricorn. If it's not an earth sign, it could definitely be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So earth Fire. Yeah, definitely. So, just like you, Capricorns, they're trying to figure out how to start to make the efforts to make their foundation a lot more solid. So they might come off as cautious with their money or careful with how they spend their money. And it's not because they don't feel for you if they're around you, Capricorns. It's just that maybe they had to fall away or give space to you because that's what they're doing. They're building up their finances. They're figuring out how to become more efficient when it comes to their material gains as well. They have the energy of the stars, so they could be Aquarius as well, an air sign. If not, they're taking on the Aquarius energy where how they articulate, people see them as a star. How they address things and how they are in life, they're seen as a star to everyone around them, including you, and you're recognizing that. This person definitely has water in their chart, so Earth dual energy is water. So that would explain why you wanted to have that opportunity and water to show that range of who you are emotionally. This person is very intuitive. They could be a young person, or if they're older, they have this energy of youth in them where if they're older, they're very patient, playful at times. Sometimes it may look like they don't take things seriously, and that could have caused problems in your connection with them. Knowing that they're very intuitive and sensitive, artistic and friendly. So yes, people do like to be around this person and they want this person's attention as well. Yet, let's see what the Four of Water is. Four of Water. Okay. It's Four of Water, or this person, this young person, a person that has a young personality. When it comes to their coins, they have been awakened to why focusing on their material nature is important. They may have, when it comes to their emotions, they are even with that. When it comes to what they want to grow, they're even with that. They know what they want to start. They know what they want to grow. They know how they want to make things happen. Now it just comes to making all those elements work together. So they had to take a moment to be awakened by that. They had to tap into their Pisces energy to know what path would be a positive one. So they use their intuition and their emotions to not only help guide the way, but help them in getting what they want through their intuition. So this person is starting to grow emotionally. They're becoming emotionally mature. Again, this person was once a page of water. So maybe their personality, when it came to their emotions, looked like it could have been childish. But they're seeing that to show that other element of who they are. So they're maturing. They're starting to be more contemplative. Yes, they still have that enthusiastic nature, but they're becoming more balanced on how they use their intuition. And that's allowing them to become the queen of earth, to become that manifester that they know they can be. And seeing that it's not the material that they're being focused on, is how material can help manage other aspects of their life that will provide them with everything that they need, with or without you in their world. That's how they want to show their power and status. So, in order for them to get that family happy life that they want emotionally, they see that they have to be that manifester for themselves. They see that they have to go after what they want, not just in that action-packed manner that they have, because they have fire in their chart. They mastered their passion, but it's figuring out how to build their passion or how they push forward with their emotions. They love to have temperance. Even though we don't see the temperance card out there for them, they love to have temperance in how they go about things. So they're going to get that family life, that happy family life, that emotional family life. They just are looking at ways to manifest and how to make their manifestations not only work for them, but to stay for longevity. Okay. Okay. So, they see you, Capricorns, as a person that definitely lights their fire. They see that they want to, not even want to, they see that you and them have similarities in how y'all face things. Maybe y'all not together. Maybe you are together with this person. This person can be either younger than you, or you could be older than them, or they're older than you, or you're older than them and they're younger. Either way, it could be an age difference that could be playing a part. If it is, you're seeing that that's what keeps the flame going. To have two opposites in any relationship has its reasons. If this is not a soulmate, I feel like this is a soulmate, but it also can have an element of being a twin flame where you and this person, Capricorns, maybe were supposed to learn from each other, learn how to bring out your talent, how to not be concerned about your talent being successful or not, because you know now that it is. This person probably came into your world to remind you of that, or you to them. Maybe you came into their world to remind them of why their talent is important, why what they want to start is firm, because if they want to have any solid relationship, they would have to feel confident in who they are, or if it's not the confidence, they had to know that their confidence is concrete and not something that is like a cautious tale. This person, Capricorn, had to walk away from anything that caused them worry, or that whenever they were around people that brought out their emotions that made them feel weary. They know now, Capricorns, that they want to have another couple love with someone, and that could mean where they want to have a relationship that is free flow. So communication will be in the forefront soon, maybe in the third week of July going into August, to communicate on what could have caused the complications, or what could have caused them to take a temporary, it's as if they're very cautious when it comes to you, Capricorn. So even though they know their emotions are there for you and that they want to take the lead in it, they may be cautious about it because it requires them to bring out their strength a lot. Whenever they're around you, Capricorns, or you to them, maybe Capricorns, this is you to that person, it it requires you to have a strength that, first of all, you may not have known that you have, because you know that you're strong. But certain levels of your strength, maybe you have not been challenged before until you met this person. They challenge your emotions. They challenge your actions, your fire. They challenge even the way you communicate. They challenge the way how you even move forward. And it's not to say that they're doing it directly. It's just that this person is coming into your life, or you coming into their life, to show them that what they really want is worth having. But in order for them to have learned this, they had to have someone like you, or you to them, to bring that out. So let's see what the sacred self want to say. Sacred, what does sacred side of Capricorn wants to say? And their partner. What does the sacred side wants to say? And their partner. Let's get this going. There you go. Okay. Sacred side of Capricorn's person. All right. Capricorn. You see that you want to have pentacles. Yes, you want to have your finances in order, but you're looking for the opportunity to share a side of who you are that maybe you don't show with others, like that chill mode, that just lounging around and just being up close with that person and being yourself. Here come the temperance. Knowing, Capricorns, that you have your emotions in balance, that you are using your intuitions wisely. And whatever you do, you always take that time out first to think things through on both physical but also on a spiritual manner. And yes, you are here again. The devil, you are here. Your devilish energy is coming out, where when it comes to your sensuality, sexuality, what you want to do, it is heightened in the month of July. And masculine, yes, a lot of the people that you do deal with know that you have a phallus that is thick and curvy. For females, the person that is dealing with you, you heighten their libido, you heighten their sensual side, or their sexual energy. And a lot of times people don't realize that your sexual energy can push you to become very successful. Again, going back to sports, if you were playing basketball or wrestling, anything that requires you to have a lot of stamina, one of the first things that coaches kind of imply, but not really, they definitely say to withhold from sex. Not to stop you from having sex. Well, that could be too. But mainly because your pent-up energy, your sexual pent-up energy, is also energy. It's just now, it's kind of like the Sonic the Hedgehog. When you want to supercharge, when Sonic wants to supercharge, it musters the strength to go full throttle. Or Mario. Any video games, you notice how when they got to get supercharged up, they might have to take something or do something to get them to get that power that to unlock within themselves. That's you. So you have the power to unlock, and this person definitely has that for you as well. Ace of Cups again. So they, just like you, Capricorns, you are seeing that this person gives you the opportunity to share who you are as a character, to share who you are through your charisma, through your care. Maybe how you care about people have not been shown, and maybe that's what you're unlocking now in July. For your partner, Capricorn, they want to pick you up. They want to share that load with you. They want to not only work with you, but they want to show that equal amount of affection. Like when you show that type of care to them, they're going to show the care to you. When you show particular emotions to them, Capricorns, they're going to show that particular emotion to you. They want to even whatever you give them, because they, again, it's something about you match them in every way. And from you matching them, it's like looking at another twin. It's like looking at another self, this and another gender or another culture, another race, whoever you are. You are just like them in a certain way. You have differences, and that's what makes it unique. Five of Swords. So communication, or it could be other interests around you, Capricorns, that could be conflicting the union that you have with someone. Or Capricorns, it could be them where they have other people that may want their attention, and they're trying to figure out how to get more of your partner's attention more than you. So that would explain why being a person of power and status would make sense, because when you're a power, you know how to be patient, you know how to pull back, you know how to have people come to you and not you to them. Because you have the Three of Cups, you have celebration from this, from seeing how the conflicts can work to your favor and not against you. If you guys had, it's like something about intoxication, like again, Beyonce, drunk in love. Or sometimes maybe you give each other, maybe they look at you, Capricorns, as their intoxication. Maybe you intoxicate them. Who you are maybe seduce them to a level where they feel intoxicated. That can happen. What can be done in this relationship? What Capricorn and partner? Okay. Capricorn and partner. All right. Wow, 10-10. Wow, so both of y'all guys are soulmates. Y'all definitely even out each other in different ways. Capricorns, your person could be feeling, or this can be you, feeling like you don't want to look at the past. It's like you did the mirror. You know how to look at yourself as confidence. Even if you are in the occult, doing mirror marriage, doing passion candles, cutting off things that don't serve you, speaking your truth, having their truth with you. It's like this person doesn't want to always be the victor in things that require them to not only express their emotions or how they sincerely feel about you to you. They don't want to have to masturbate thinking about you, Capricorns, only. Maybe they want to have that union with you and not just think about you in that union. But they're seeing that if the passion is not there, they would rather cry it out and build themselves back up as a character or as a person to move forward. Because this is, the 10 is the ending too. So this is the ending of something that could have been stagnant at one time, or could have caused maybe toxicity. If they know that you're with another person, Capricorns, they may be crying it out and just realizing how to move on in their own manner, and to see this as not just an experience,